I'm back. Rodrance for the Black and White Network. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit subscribe. And as always, we appreciate you guys watching. Let's talk about this Disinformation CZAR, because evidently there's a video that's come out and people are losing their minds over it. I have not seen it. We're going to do a reaction to it. And of course, this disinformation governing body that's being put together, in my opinion, is a direct result of Democrats, leftists, progressives, extremists, radicals losing their minds over Elon Musk buying Twitter, and no longer will certain stories like the Hunter Biden New York Post story, no longer will those kind of stories be suppressed on a platform like Twitter, and people will be able to consume those kind of stories. I believe a lot of people believe that had an effect last year during the election, because that came out right before. I mean, look, if you're really locked in, you knew about it. But if you're not, if you're the more casual consumer of news, no mainstream media outlets covered that Hunter Biden story. Well, that's freaking them out. So they've created this governing body, and they've put a woman in charge of it, which is no big deal, except why do we have this body to begin with? I don't care if it's run by a man or a woman. I should clarify, but I think most people realize that. Twitter users shocked by ridiculous TikTok of new Disinformation CZAR singing, and people are literally quoting "God help us." I don't know what this is about. We're going to look at it because it's getting a ton of steam. Twitter users erupted after an unearthed TikTok video showed Biden's administration's new Disinformation Governance Board executive director singing a revised version of Mary Poppins' Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, tailored around, quote, information laundering. What the hell is that? Quote, "You can just call me the Mary Poppins of disinformation," Nina Jankowicz tweeted in February 2021, attaching a link to her musical reprisal. All right, so let's check this out.
Laundering is really quite ferocious. It's when a huckster takes some lies and makes them sound precocious by saying them in Congress or a mainstream outlet. So disinformation's origins are slightly less atrocious.
What?
It's how you hide a little lie. It's how you hide a little lie.
Holy shit,
it's how
what's
you hide
happening?
A little lie when Rudy Giuliani shared that intel from Ukraine, or when TikTok influencers say COVID can cause pain. They're laundering disinfo, and we really should take note and not support their lies with our wallet, voice, or vote. Oh, information laundering is really quite ferocious. It's when a huckster takes some lies and makes them sound precocious by saying them in Congress or a mainstream outlet. So disinformation's origin seems slightly less atrocious.
Oh my God Almighty, help us all. What just happened? Oh Jesus, I'm like speechless. Now I understand the fallout over this video. Jankowicz tweeted on Wednesday that she was, quote, honored to be serving in the Biden administration at the DHS Gov and helping shape our counter-disinformation efforts, after which interested users began digging into past tweets of the new board leader to discover more about the mysterious new segment of the Department of Homeland Security. God, that seems so dangerous to have this thing. Here we go. This is some reaction. The great James Woods. Quote, "This one absolutely has to go into the 2022 time capsule. Hashtag Ministry of Truth." Tweeted veteran Hollywood actor James Woods. Quote, "This is who the government is trying to put in charge of regulating your speech. Ted Cruz." Former Georgia congressional candidate Barrington Martin II asked, quote, "Is this a joke?" Florida Governor Ron DeSantis' press secretary also weighed in on the video. Quote, "I mean, she wrote a whole book based on the premise that you can be a CIA agent and also marginalized." Holy shit. I guess I didn't even realize that. Wow. Quote, "I'd like to apologize on behalf of all theater people," author and columnist David Marcus quipped. Quote, "This can't be real, but it is," tweeted the Hill columnist Joe Concha. Oh, and here we got Clay Travis. Quote, "This is the new Biden administration head of a Minister of Truth, Nina Jankowicz. She is in charge of what's truth and fiction in America. Every time you think the Biden administration can't get more ridiculous. Wow. I just, guys, I can't believe that's real. I can't believe that's real. And this person is supposed to govern what's fiction and not. Look, there should be no kind of board at all. This is a direct response to Elon Musk buying Twitter. Because, look, no longer can they pull the wool over people's eyes. It is amazing, I'll say it again, how many conservative voices all of a sudden just miraculously showed up in my Twitter feed that has been on Twitter forever that I never knew was there. Interesting. Awfully interesting, I feel. This is the most ridiculous thing in the world. And you know what's crazy about this? I don't know anybody that can relate to space cadets like that. Singing that song in that way. I mean, that theater, blah, blah, blah. Wow. I mean, look, common sense people, rural America. Oh, man, we're totally out on bullshit like this. I mean, automatically that person, credibility out of there. Wow. That is embarrassing. Tell me what you think, Black and White Network fans. That's the scariest shit I've ever seen, I think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.